Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of On It. I am Mikey. That is Devin.
Damn, I wish I could remember what we talked about. I couldn't even remember what we talked about the Super Bowl.
If it has to come down to that, or I just seem like a hater to get my point across, I'll do it.
Oh my God, he missed it!
Oh man, it probably is. You know what else is a thing? Another thing is teething. Teething is a thing.
Yeah.
It's things that babies.
You get your nipples sucked by your...
No, it's me. Why would I? What?
I don't know.
Come on.
There's some cross ups.
No, it's more just like a constant baby crying over teeth trying to come in through their gums.
Sure.
Now didn't know they started teething this early, so cool.
Yep.
Didn't know about that.
Nope.
B, it's not. It doesn't sound fun.
Nope.
Because bro's just crying and complaining.
Yep.
Then you give him some medicine and he's all right for a little bit.
And then he starts crying.
And then you like really think of the thought of like teething.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, by the time you have teeth, like you don't remember not having teeth and just having like gums with no holes in them.
True.
And it's like, you think about it, just think about like regular tooth pain. Or like, I don't know, like
teeth pain?
Or just like cutting your gum or like just something like simple as that.
Yeah.
And then like a sharp object only being able to push through by like
making a new hole, yeah.
Like making a new hole?
Yeah. Well,
like,
I mean, we've had teeth grow back. Like we had baby teeth.
Yeah, but the holes were already there.
There was an existing hole, yeah.
The holes were already the holes were already there. The holes were already existing. But you know what's weird? I remember like my wisdom teeth came in. They didn't hurt.
Yeah.
That didn't come in with my wisdom teeth coming in didn't hurt. Why is that?
It's because your mouth's already so numb.
No, don't do that to me.
Okay.
My mouth isn't already so numb. My mouth hasn't been through the gutter and back. It still has feeling.
Yeah. Sounds
but
like
no, yeah. It'd be like, imagine if your hand started like this and then like you had to your like
fingers out of it. Yeah.
5 bones had to shoot through your finger or through your hand.
That's pretty sad.
To make fingers. But no.
No, the baby's just being a bitch. He's fine. It doesn't hurt. He's a fucking child.
Yeah, no, he does need to man up. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. You know, we're just talking about things. Baby things, teeth things, pain things, passing out on tile floor. That's painful.
That's wild. That's pretty funny though. Another weird thing about the human body that I don't know, it always just makes me feel weird is like when you think about your nails growing. Like they grow from the bottom. Like the whole nail moves up. Like it's not just the end of your nail that grows.
Well, yeah.
I know, but it's weird because like you see like the white part getting bigger. But it's the entire nail shifting up.
But it's just like your hair.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's weird. You don't think about it like that. You're like, oh, fucking...
Well, like, do you think you have nail, like, down in here? Is that, like...
No, but it's, like, down in here, and then it, like... It grows from the bottom up. It, like, shifts up.
I mean, no, it's, like, the same thing with hair. It just grows. Now, how it does grow, would love a scientist to break that down to me, because...
Yeah, I don't...
It doesn't make sense.
With keratin or whatever, I don't know.
See, because it's, like... People can call us stupid, but hair or your nails, you can't just say it's as easy as like a seed growing.
No,
you have to plant a seed.
People are probably like, oh, it would fucking grow. They don't know. No one knows the fucking specifics.
Well, I
guess doctors would, smart people or whatever, but
that's what people go to school for. Oh, nice interruption, but no, that's what people go to school for, to learn why and how nails and hair grows. You know, that's what I would go to school for. I don't know another reason why you would go to school other than why
Other
does
than
hair
learning
grow?
how fucking hair grows, I don't really care.
Or how hair grows. That's another thing. It's kind of like is it like sperm? Like aren't you only born with, or no, women are born with a certain amount of eggs. We are born with unlimited sperm
No,
or
I think
until
women grow eggs.
no, I think women are only born with a certain amount of eggs. That's why like when they get to like specific age, it's like, oh, they only have. Remember that weird tweet when it was like, can't believe Taylor Swift is a. Do you know what tweet I'm about to talk about?
No, what the fuck are
Dude,
you
dude,
talking
dude,
about?
dude, dude,
Wait,
dude, dude, dude.
I
Hold
don't
on, hold
think
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
women.
hold on. Hold on. I gotta pull
I
this
gotta
tweet
be
up real
dumb.
quick. Um, I'm just gonna type Taylor Swift egg tweet. I guarantee you that it's gonna pop up. Here we go. Oh, wait. I can't believe Taylor Swift is about to turn 30. She still looks so young. It's strange to think that 90% of her eggs are already gone. 97 by the time she turns 40. So I hope she thinks about having kids before it's too late. She'd be a fun mom.
She'd be a fun mom. Is that what he said?
Yeah, so I think women are born with a set amount of eggs, and as they, as time goes on, that's why like when
Dude,
they get
how funny would it be if we had a set amount of sperms? It's like
oh, dude,
we would be out of sperm by 14.
I was just about to say, dude, 15-year-olds would
No,
chill.
there'd be no babies left.
No, you would either have to have it'd be like the civil time, like not civil time, what like the fucking like what's the age of like when 13-year-olds were getting pregnant, but like legally.
Oh, fucking before 1980? I don't know.
Before, no, I mean
Like
never
forever?
mind. Never mind.
No, literally forever.
Yes, women are born with
I don't
all
know.
the eggs.
Whenever Karl Malone was out there.
Hold on. Women are born with all the eggs they will ever have in their lifetime.
Damn. Well, I mean, they don't like their body chooses when they push them out. So, like,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
once they turn however old, I don't know when they start, but they push one out a month generally.
And then they run. Well, no, they push out. Oh, we're not going to sit here and break down the science of periods. We're not doing that.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not going to.
No,
But I
I
mean,
can sit here and tell you that they are born with all their eggs. I'm not telling you how many eggs that are coming out every 3 weeks.
it's a lot of eggs. A lot of eggs,
But
guys.
a lot of eggs. Just a whole lot of eggs, Devin. But no.
Um,
What were we
but
talking
no,
about?
no. Well, it's still baffling me. Like we were born with a certain amount of sperms.
Oh
So
no, yeah, no. Men are very lucky that they're able to continue to produce
I
sperm.
think society's lucky because again, no one would be born.
A lot less bloodlines. But I guess let's get into some sports. Considering this is a sports podcast, some people may not know that if they just watch the beginning.
Now this is
Um,
the medical. It would
this
be.
is the
I mean, we could just do a whole podcast on trying to explain medical things that we have no idea about.
wasn't there a guy? Didn't somebody do like drunk history?
Yeah, that was on Comedy Central for a while.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like a niche thing. It was a TV thing.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I thought maybe it was a niche like YouTuber or something or comedian that just did it. But all right, okay. Yeah, maybe drunk science.
Drunk science as well.
Drunk science would be interesting.
But
But
we're
no,
stone cold sober and just have no idea what's going on.
no, yeah, no. Sober us would be drunk science. I mean, there would not be a
Yeah, it would
reason.
be worse. I mean, because there's not much that we know, but
We're like dumb Mormons.
I
Mormons who
wouldn't
didn't.
go as far to say that we're Mormons. Those guys think that like the Tiger King ruled the land or whatever. I don't fucking know.
No, Mormons live life like they're only born with a set amount of sperm.
That's true.
That's how that
They're
they.
holding on.
It's like they have a certain amount of.
They're hanging on for
They
dear
only have a
life.
certain amount. All right, we got a game 7, Devin. Game
All
7,
right.
Devin. Game set. Oh, dude, why couldn't you have made the NBA? You could have been Game 7, Devin. That would
No,
have been so hard.
we could just have like a 6 foot something like basketball.
But there's no
player.
other, and I hate to ask this question. Maybe this is a dumb question. What's like the best? Who's the best Devin in the NBA? Who the best NBA players?
There's got to be some. Maybe not in the league now, but
best NBA players named Devin. Let's see. We got.
Wait, hold on. Who are the best NBA players named Michael?
Bro, we're so fucking stupid. Who's the best Devin in the NBA?
Devin Booker. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Okay, so maybe there already is a Game 7 Devin, but he ain't Game 7. He's never been known as. He's D-Book. You could have went out there and clutched every Game 7 and been Game 7 Devin.
Brother, a lot of different things would have to go my way for me to be in the NBA.
But that's what I'm saying. Had we known,
I would have to be.
No. Had we known, we could have had you training 6th grade. We could have had you getting ready.
Well, see, there's Game 7s, and like I could have been a hockey player.
I could have been your LeVar Ball. Yep.
You could be my Magic Johnson.
And you're my LiAngelo. Wait, I don't want to be.
You don't want to be my Magic Johnson?
No, I know, because then it's like me being your Dwayne Wade.
And
I'll be
Junie Bus.
No, fucking hell. Oh God. No. We have a Game 7.
I'll be Cookie.
And I will say, I guess to start with.
It's the funniest name for a wife ever.
Cookie Johnson.
Cookie and Magic.
Oh my God. Are they?
They're never divorced.
Okay, so she has it too.
Apparently not.
Bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about right now?
I don't know.
What do you mean? No, yeah, she doesn't have it. Okay.
Apparently.
No, that's bullshit. We have a Game 7, and honestly, with that being said alone, like once I saw, it was what, fucking 100 to 75 at some point.
Yeah. Well, they were up 22.5.
And I was like, well, we truly got, at least from this matchup, everything we asked for.
Could. Yep.
Like we got everything we asked for. And
I hate to say it. The playoffs may not have been the most interesting, but this finals, this is the first Game 7 since 2016.
Yeah, and we're actually going to discuss something along the lines of that topic in a little bit. But you're right. This is the first Game 7 in 10 years.
Honestly, this is the most interesting Game 7 or interesting finals.
Shit.
Probably since 2019.
Okay, now you're really diving into another topic that we're getting into later. So, so a little foreshadowing. I will say this is definitely the most interesting series maybe since then, but I'm saying it's hard.
It's 2019 and then it's 2016. 17 and 18 weren't exciting.
2016 was the ultimate though.
Oh no, of course. But I mean if we're talking about remotely interesting, no one was watching Bucks Suns.
But this Game 7 still doesn't come close to 2016.
I'm going to be honest. Warriors Celtics was exciting. That went 6.
The build up to this Game 7 doesn't even come close to 2016.
No, and nothing will.
But there was drama. You got Tyrese getting hurt, coming back and playing. You got
Tyrese hitting buzzer beaters. You
do have the MVP of the NBA in the finals. You do have it going to Game 7 now. I'm trying to think, try to compare it to other years where there's been drama or excitement. It's okay, if you want to talk 2016, there were injuries, there were ejections, there was some shit talking.
Suspensions.
That was the year where Clay said LeBron got his feelings hurt, right?
Probably. Yeah.
On the podium. Remember, he was on the podium. He was like, "Oh, I guess his feelings were hurt."
Yeah.
And then LeBron laughs, and see the difference is it's then you go on to look at what Game 5 and 6 or 6 and 7. When when Kyrie and Bron combined for something stupid. I can't
fucking
remember the
80
total,
or whatever. Yeah.
The problem is the Pacers are such a team-oriented fucking basketball. Like they're such a team. They play team basketball.
Yeah. I mean, and to an extent, so do the Thunder.
Yeah, but it's hard to
they
say.
Have a true star.
It's hard to say they play team basketball and also have the MVP.
The MVP, yeah.
Because if that's the case, then we need to go back and give Lamar that trophy. Because what are we doing? Where it's like, oh, you can have a good team and also be the best player in your league. But no. Besides my salty Ravens fandom, it's a decent finals. It's the best we could.
It's good.
It's the best we could have gotten out of this scenario. We were obviously not too excited, not too happy that we were getting Pacers Thunder.
No.
But I mean, this could have easily went 4-1, and we could have stopped talking about it a week ago, and we could have still been bitching about it a week after, saying how boring the NBA Finals were.
And I mean, I don't think we'll bitch about this one just because of the way the matchup turned out. Like, I think if the Knicks were in this position, the same position as the Pacers, they would have been smoked. Now, granted, we said the Pacers were going to get smoked, but the intensity that the Pacers play with is the only thing that can match what the Thunder do. Now, how the Game 7 is going to go, Lord knows. It could be exciting. It could be a fucking blowout like Denver OKC was in the conference finals. But
I hope it's exciting. I hope it doesn't I feel like we get those situations where, I don't know, there's obviously been a lot less whistles for SGA this series compared to the first three.
Yeah.
But it almost feels like maybe I don't know, closer in OKC, he might just get a couple more.
Or, I mean, he finally plays like he doesn't need a whistle. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I mean, but when he only he shot 1-3 last game, so he doesn't really. Bro, don't play like he doesn't need a whistle.
No.
Playing like you don't need a whistle is shooting the damn lights out. But he definitely needs an MVP performance.
Close to it, at least. I mean, you need Halliburton not to show up, which is possible, but
you need him not to show up. I mean, honestly, if you can have him not show up, and if the Pacers team plays good enough, it could be enough. But the thing is, my only thing is, we're talking about relying on one person. Okay, SGA could have SGA having an MVP level performance doesn't negate what anybody else could possibly do, as in Chet could have 20 and 10, or Jalen Williams could have 25 points as well. Next to that, it's you don't have to rely on a bunch of other people for Shy to get to the line or drop 30 or whatever that is. But for the Pacers to all play well as a team, you have to rely on the bench coming off and getting that spark. You got to rely on everybody hitting their shots. You got to rely on it, and if Halliburton is playing, if he's going to even be an advantage on the court. I mean, it's just you're going to have to rely. You have to rely on a lot more. So, that being said, even if SGA doesn't play well and you still have trouble relying on multiple pieces on that Pacers side, Thunder should easily win.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, all signs point to the Thunder shutting them the fuck down, closing out, not letting them do anything. But something about this team, it's weird. But again, they weren't supposed to win one game, and if they did win a game, it was supposed to be a fluke.
This is
and that was the consensus, and the Pacers knew that coming into this, and they've played with the utmost intensity and made shots and played great defense, and I don't know. It's
you want to know what this series has been? This series has been a really good build-up to a WWE match.
Yeah, sure.
No, it absolutely is. As a WWE fan, this is the perfect way to. I'm saying if game 1 through 6 were the build-up, the weeks building up to the game 7, which would be the match. I'm saying you got the obvious winner, the champ, say it's the guy,
Yeah.
the champion, and then you got the underdog, and then now the underdog's getting hurt, so that'd be the same way as if a week before the match on Monday Night Raw, the underdog
Cody Rhodes tears his pec.
Cody Rhodes tears his peg or gets jumped by a bunch of guys or whatever the fuck. I'm saying, like, and then you go into it truly not knowing. You go into it going, well, I know who should win and I know who I think's gonna win, but they could win now because it's not scripted. But and that's when it's scripted. That's when
could be scripted.
That's when we know
that they've already picked the outcome.
Yeah. A decision is made. And we still, as fans, are like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how we are with this. You got the obvious winner and the underdog, and we are at the last. We are at the point where the underdog is kicked out of multiple finishers. He's kicked out of multiple RKOs. He's stayed in this match for 25 minutes, and we have no clue who's winning.
Nope. And it's kind of like if. Yeah, I mean it's like. All of that, but the big name isn't there. Like, it's not John Cena versus The Rock. It's fucking John Cena versus
sorry WWE fans, but like R-Truth.
Who?
You wouldn't know who I'm talking about, but like exactly, you say who?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, props to the Pacers for making it interesting. Props to the refs for making it interesting, because I mean, if they ref this game like every other Thunder game, then the series is long over.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always a possibility for things to be scripted. This is the NBA, and we know who runs it, Adam Silver. But it's been way more exciting than any of us could have thought. And again, it's not going to touch certain finals moments, but it's a lot more exciting than the Nuggets, the fucking whoever the fuck played last year, Celtics, Mavs, and that was a matchup that we kind of wanted. That was a bigger matchup.
Yeah, it was just like, but it was like 4-1?
4-1, yeah.
Yeah, 4-1. So it was just not interesting. Just for the people watching, I think this is hilarious. It took you till 2025 to find out what Steve Kerr's son's name is.
Oh yeah.
And what made
I went around and I was like, yo, did you know? Like, I asked somebody, I was like, did you know what Steve Kerr's son's name is? And he was like, yeah. I was like, fuck, why am I so late to this? I feel like I may have heard it and just
went over your head. I don't know. Something like that doesn't go over your head.
There's a video, generally not. There's a video of a streamer, like a woman, and she's like, "Thanks for the donation."
Yes.
Shout out.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't say his name.
No, you can't. You can't. We all know what you want to say. We all know what you're trying to say. We know.
No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say the name, but
his name is Nicholas Kerr.
Nicholas Kerr is now an assistant ball boy for the fucking Warriors. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Towel bitch. Paper bitch. But yeah, I had no idea. And it was like one of those things where you're like, holy shit, and then you like tell people, you're like, yo, did you know? And they're like, yeah, fucking.
I mean, it's just
2014. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
It does just go to show. I mean, Steve Kerr
is super racist, dude.
Well, no, I mean, he that or he is a.
He said, "I've got a great opportunity to do something real funny."
He is a witty motherfucker.
That's funny.
I mean, he like. There's no way you don't go around for 9 months, going, yeah. Because
or people are like, what are you gonna name your son?
Okay, this is the thing. This is the thing.
Nick, and they're like, you can't do that.
But even if he said Nicholas, the same way when I told people what I was gonna name my kid, it was like, oh, like, but do you know what you're gonna call him? Like, are you gonna call him anything?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody would ask me, like, do you have a nickname or this? It's like you're telling me one time he didn't go, oh, maybe we'll go by Nick. They're like, oh. You're telling me not one time in in those 9 months they didn't think
Or
about
it was
that.
like his grandfather's fucking name, and he was like, "I gotta pass it down." It's like this has to happen.
I'm fact checking that, and if
Wait, what
that's
are his other sons' names?
hold on, if it's 100% not true that it's a name passed down, then guess what? Fuck that. We're not
Steve
giving
Kerr's
him.
funny.
We're not bailing him out. We're not bailing him out. What's the dad's name? Malcolm. Wait.
Malcolm Kerr.
Well, wait. This is Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr was born in Lebanon.
Yeah, his parents were military. Or military or missionary. I don't fucking know.
Kerr was born in Lebanon to Malcolm.
So were you.
Malcolm
So was
Kerr. I wasn't born in Lebanon.
Oh, fuck. My bad.
Wasn't born in Lebanon. I just got a little spice.
A little Beninese in you.
And Kerr. Yeah, no. See, yeah, there's no
Anchor.
Anchor. That I mean that is kind of her name. Anchor. Yeah, no, that's just it's hard to put a name like in front of that, in front of Kerr.
Well, I mean
that's a noise.
Kerr. Yeah. It's an onomatopoeia.
Yes.
But that's the only name, like out of all the names, that's the only name that you could put in front of Kerr, and it means something.
I mean, I don't think it means anything. I think it's just the name of his kid. You asked what Steve Kerr's other I don't mean how many fucking kids does he have?
I don't know. I think he has a daughter.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here. Steve Kerr kids names. Here we go. Let's find them out. He has Matthew.
Matt Kerr.
So Matt Kerr. Doesn't work. And then Madeline Kerr. Madeline Kerr.
Ow.
Maddie Kerr.
Maddie Kerr.
Maddie Kerr.
Matt Kerr.
That's not a word either.
And Nicholas.
Sounds like we're playing fucking Wordle. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah. These names are just not. It's not hitting. They're not hitting. But Nicholas Kerr.
Nicholas Kerr.
That's still not as bad as Noah.
Not even close, dude.
Noah K.
Noah K is
dude. They gotta call him that in the NBA. I'm not gonna lie. Like Noah K for 3. Like
you can't have Mike Breen out there like.
Dude, there's no way.
Bang.
There's no way. They gotta call him Noah K. And it's gotta be a thing where it's
the fact that it's spelled that way with just a K in front. Okay,
but I'm saying like. If he makes it to the NBA, it has to just be right away. We have to just address the elephant in the room.
Nickname.
Go, look, this is your nickname, Noah K. It ain't your fault.
They have Grady Dick, but even still, it's like the commentators are like, "How's it feel to get dick in your face?" It's like, ugh.
Yeah, but still, that's fine. Like they can get away with
that,
but it's like
just casually.
If they just say off the screen, like that's crazy. That's fucking insane. That would be.
I mean,
wild.
It's the ultimate pass. Like, first of all, that's got to be. There's no way that's a family name. I don't know how that name happens, but it doesn't make any sense. It seems like someone was like, "Yeah, fucking just put a K in front of it and call it that."
Do we want to know the origins of that name?
You're like, "Oh, it's biblical." No, the fuck, it's not.
I'm gonna look up the origins of this name. Surname it says likely. Likely originates from the Old High German word. Oh my god.
All right.
So the K surname likely originates from the Old High German word. And then I believe, how do you say Dalton Connect's last name?
Connect.
It's that name. It originates from that name, meaning servant or knight.
Or knight.
Yeah.
I wonder which one it means. But apparently it's nay. Kane.
Yeah. Yeah. All
But
right.
when he was playing high school ball, you could hear the commentators saying the other one.
No, but that's a crazy loophole.
No,
Not loophole. No,
it's.
that is a crazy foxhole to go down.
But you could also say like the K is silent and his last name is just the N word.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's really what it is. Like
Yeah,
who pronounces a K first in a name like that? Whenever there's a KN,
it's like
so we're
night.
not saying knife. I didn't say
No, we're not.
knight. I didn't say knight, Devin. I said night. But 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 it was
Well,
knight.
there's connect, which doesn't make any sense, but
Yeah, no, much of it doesn't make sense. It's a German word. I guess that's all it is.
maybe that's where
Germans
it
are over
all
here.
started. You know,
Germans like to make crazy words up. I guess that's what it
they
is.
got a lot of crazy words and a lot of
I have a
stuff.
question. Devin. Can I ask you a question?
No.
So I was out, I was eating dinner. I believe it was actually Father's Day, so not that, maybe a week ago. Which,
Oh, I
thanks
forgot
for
to tell you Happy Father's. My
yeah, I
bad,
was gonna
dude.
say, happy Father, yeah.
My
It's okay.
fault. Happy Father's Day,
Thanks,
dude.
thanks. Thanks. It's fine.
You got a fuck. I forget you got a little fucking
It is
hard rat running around.
it is what it is. Do Godfathers get anything for Father's Day?
Big fat kiss. No.
When's Godfather's Day? Hold on now.
September 11th.
Let's go. Hold on now. Let's go. Let's go back to the Google search engine. Is Godfather's Day a thing? Oh. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Oh, looks like oh wow. Apparently they are looped in on Father's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be it. Well, it says Father's Day celebrated. Yeah, third Sunday of June. If I time the role of yeah, it's any role in the family or society or reflect, and then it says the reflect on the concept of God and the Father. Whatever. So
Why the
sure, yeah.
fuck is no? Now,
There you
I
go.
was just about to ask why is Godfather religious? It's literally fucking God, but all right, whatever.
Because but okay, I was out eating.
Not September 11th. My bad.
I was out eating, and on every TV, that I was looking around,
It's a WNBA.
no, it was golf.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there eating, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take. Are you good? And you just setting up. You just,
Just
I was making.
had to make sure the phone was charged.
I was just making sure you're making sure. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna watch TV, and what's on TV? Golf. So I'm gonna watch it. And then I started having a problem.
Ah, fuck.
It seemed like now I want you to help me out and correct all of this because
Yeah.
I was very, very, very confused.
Okay.
Wasn't confused about the golf, the game of golf itself.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Ball, hit it, club, you got it in your hand, you're gonna hit the ball. Yeah, put it in the hole.
Yep.
Now when you watch football,
Mhm.
right? The camera is going to go onto the entire field and where the 22 players are playing. The ball is going to snap and they're going to cut to it and they're going to film where the ball's going and
Yep.
then they're going to stop filming that and show like a replay and maybe cut to a coach chewing gum and then go back to it. In the NBA, they're going to follow the ball, whatever. It's like whatever's going on over here, that's happening over there. It doesn't matter. The ball's here. That's where the camera is.
Yep.
Or like maybe let's say something more stationary where you don't have to follow as much, like how they broadcast like a tennis game,
Sure.
where it's like up overhead behind, so you don't really have to follow the ball. Now golf, and this was the U.S. Open, I believe.
Open, yeah.
It was on Father's Day.
Yep.
The problem to me was it seemed like every 5 to 10 seconds they were cutting to what seemed like different people.
Yes. Now, what time of the day were you watching?
Oh boy. When did it end?
8:30 maybe.
Okay, so like 2 or 3,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
Like it was midday. It felt like.
So, like generally at that point on a Sunday of a golf tournament, there's more people in the tournament, like closer to the top of the leaderboard, and there's still people like tee times are they get later and later. So the guys who are at the top of the leaderboard play later. So there's less guys with important shots toward the end of a tournament. So there'll be more focus on certain guys or certain groups or whatever. But yeah, a lot of times it's everyone is out there. So they're just flicking the different important shots all over the course.
But like, okay, so what I'm saying, so like when something important is happening at hole 8 or whatever, just as an example, there is somebody at hole 7.
And there's someone at hole 18. So there's someone finishing their round, and they're like, oh, well, he's going to finish here. Let's cut back to hole 8 where the leaders are, whatever.
But I mean, even closer, is it like there's someone at 6, there's someone at 7, there's
someone
on
every hole? Yeah. So like during an event like that on a Sunday, tee times will start around 8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe a little bit later, and then they'll run until like 3.
So you get like 5 seconds to catch what you want to see, and then they're jumping to like the next most important golfer or shot or
now generally
whatever.
they're focused more on the important people out there, the people close to the top of the leaderboard, and they'll spend a little bit of time on some of the shittier golfers. Not shittier, but the guys behind.
I definitely could like it. It obviously makes sense that who they're cutting to was important.
Yeah.
But when I say that it was jumping to this and that and them and there and this hole and that hole, and it's like, and my brain, like as a fan of golf, is it hard for you to sit and watch and then not be like how do you not eat like we sit here and easily slip up like some shit that happens, like did that happen in the 3rd or the 4th quarter, like I don't know, it's like how can you not forget like that this person was on hole 7 and this person was on hole 12, and then it's like and then some shit happens and then you forget, like how do you not easily forget everything that's going on when it's hours, especially hours?
You definitely forget everything, but so like in golf you'll hit your shot. So say you hit a drive. Now you have to go walk 300 or so yards to that. So there's time in between, and there's time where guys are talking about shots or setting up shots or whatever. And so like if like the leader of a tournament on a Sunday, they'll basically televise every shot that the leaders hit. And then in between shots, they'll flip to other people, but they're televising the important people there.
And is there no better way that they can? I mean, to be honest,
well, like on ESPN Plus and different streaming services, you can watch like featured groups.
Do they do like the 4 squares?
What do you mean?
Like
yeah, you can split screen things and whatever.
Like, is there like, but like, would it help if like that's just how they did golf, like to where now you could have the option of watching one broadcast, but like every Sunday I have 2 TVs and they're both 4 games on each.
Yeah.
Each square, it's a different game for, because there's 8 games on at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I can have each game going, and so and it wouldn't have to. I'm saying just like golf, it's like, would it not be the top 4 people on a leaderboard to say, or the highest 4 that are golfing at the moment?
Yeah.
If you had all of them there, and then like in between those, you're cutting to the next 4 while they're walking or whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like it could be a little more interesting or entertaining, because if you're just watching one, it'd be like just how it's like if I'm just watching one game and it's 3-0.
Yeah.
I also have this other game that's 21-20 and it going into the 4th. It's like,
yeah,
you just might have some more interesting shit or a chance of seeing interesting shit.
By the time you get to like now, a lot of times they'll like show replays of a lot of shit, so they're not showing a lot of shots live. They'll show some shots live, but by the time you get to the end of a tournament, and that's when most people watch is on Sunday. It's fucking 3 days before that, and you'll watch a few shots. You'll watch a few people hit shots or whatever, and sort of pay attention. But by the time you get to Sunday, you want to watch the leaders. So you're watching Generally, it's like maybe 5 guys are in it toward the end. Now, in the
You
U.S.
can
Open,
watch
it's a
all
little
four
bit
of
tighter,
them.
but like by the time you get to late Sunday during a tournament, there's not a lot of guys fighting for the win.
Watching all four of them at once wouldn't be entertaining?
Well, so the top 2 people from Saturday. So like when Saturday finishes, each person gets grouped into 2. So the top 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. So the top 6 guys are within 3 groups. So you're basically watching those 3 groups.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm sure it helps to show replays and whatnot. But I mean, in any sport, no matter what, if you could watch it in live time, I mean, I'm sure there's so many times you've seen shots off of like social media over like just because like it wasn't called like during the broadcast at that specific time,
Yeah.
and it's just like the hype or whatever of what it could have been live.
True.
I'm just saying I'm talking about the simple draw and just excitement of I mean, because it is such a simple sport, but it's like, I mean, there are little things you can look at like that and go, well, this shit. I mean, that would definitely help. That would definitely make it a little more exciting if I'm just saying, if it was everything, all the most exciting shit, or just the more chance of catching exciting shit, you have more cameras or more people because you have 4 screens or 2 screens or whatever.
Yeah.
You could just have a chance of catching more exciting things. I'm trying to make golf great again, Devin.
Nah, I don't like. I've tried to watch like featured groups, like where it's just one group, but then you're watching someone play golf, which kind of feels dumb.
But that's what you're doing.
No, I know, but like, if you were to watch one group play a broadcast, or on a broadcast play around, it would be 4.5 hours of just watching people play golf instead of like, oh, here's this person hitting this shot, and here's the best shot from here, and here's the best shot from a hole ago, and you're it's just pinpointing and focusing on the important shit. Like, I don't really give a fuck about every shot that's hit.
But what I'm saying is, if you took what they do right now and multiply it by 4 and put that on the 4 different screens,
it's hard to follow.
I'm saying you can still cut to other shit to fill in space, but then I'm saying it's even like you can only, if it's one screen, you can only show one thing at a time.
Yeah. Now, sometimes I don't like watching sports on the 4 channel. Like, I'll just watch a little bit of that game and then I'll flip over to another game.
I love it. I can sit there all day. And people all the time, if they come over, they're like, "Oh, I can't watch it like that." It's like, okay, I hate to break it to people.
Well,
it's
if you're
very
dialed
simple.
in.
Well, no, it's simple. It's really simple math. It's like really simple. It's really simple and basic. So there's 4 football games going on. The chances of that ball getting snapped, just 2 teams, just 2 games at once.
Yeah.
Of that ball getting snapped at the same time, maybe once or twice in an hour that would happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched one, and I got one team calling a timeout, one guy hurt. I got one team that just finished the play, and they're going back to the huddle, and one team that's ready to snap the ball.
Yeah.
So, you could have one guy teeing up, one guy looking through his fucking rangefinder.
Illegal.
You can have one guy doing
Looking
that or whatever the fuck.
They have little yardage books.
Whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't
There's
know.
like,
I didn't. I think it's shit. It's, how far did that go?
like
But no. I don't know. I'm trying to, same way I want baseball to be more exciting, make golf more exciting. Let's just
I don't think it will be, but
light the balls on fire.
Ooh.
Now that could be something.
Fire.
Or yeah, no, honestly, I was trying to go even a step further, but there's really nothing you could do.
But golf is exciting for the golf fan. It's just a matter of getting more people into golf, which is
people just well, yeah, fuck that. You're right. Yeah, people, and I wish this.
So it's not that the product is not exciting. It's just not exciting to the masses.
I want disc
golf.
Like
if you took a fucking random person from wherever the fuck, and you showed them basketball, they wouldn't be like, oh.
I want disc golf
More
to
so
take
than
off.
golf, but you want disc golf to what?
To take off.
I think it's kind of hit its peak.
No.
Like it could catch another
It will.
wind like pickleball has,
It
but
will.
no one sits around and watches pickleball matches.
No,
People
well, no,
lie
I don't.
and they're like, oh, well, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America. Blah 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 blah. You're not watching it.
Oh
No
yeah,
one's
no.
watching tennis either.
Nobody's watching disc golf either. But
no,
there is like a level of interest. The same way it's like golf. I mean, there is an athletic. There is obviously an athletic aspect to disc golf. And it's rare you find somebody. It's like, yeah, I have a pair. I have discs at home.
Yeah, no, it's very niche. Yeah, there's way more people with pickleballs now, and it's funny. Like we played pickleball in middle school, and it was we were told it was a geriatric sport. Do you remember that?
I do, but do you know what went crazy? Handball.
Oh, handball was top tier,
Handball
but no,
needs
we played
handball.
pickleball for like a week, and everyone was like, "This fucking game blows chunks."
This game blows. We need handball to take off.
Handball is the best shit you could.
Handball.
Dude,
if handball could make a
crazy, you get what is it? 3 steps
yes.
from where you go. It's
oh my
perfect.
god, dude! I'll
Now
never
we
forget.
weren't fucking. We didn't have the fucking balls covered in horse semen, but we were.
Wait.
We had gator balls.
What do you mean? What do they do?
You ever seen like pro handball?
What is it? I thought it was just a ball.
But it's covered in like resin. It's covered in like thick, sticky shit, so that when you can spin it, so you can get it to hit the ground and spin a different way.
Oh, that's stupid. Anyways, I'll still never forget. And like, not to put anybody on blast, but cause can we go back in time? And I honestly can't remember. Not to break the fourth wall, but oh, hey, what's up, dog? Just gonna get up. But no, not to break the fourth wall, but one what I think it was 6th or 7th grade, long time ago. When we were wee bit child, wee bit child. Yeah, no, make it make sense. We were playing handball, and see, I don't remember if you were in this class or not. I can't remember honestly if you were or not. You may have not been, but I know you know the story. But this is what ruined handball for me. I'm playing handball, and back then, I was one of them kids, especially middle school. It's like I was like going through the fat phase, but could still like keep up on like on like a court in a sport. It's like, but I was battling. It's like I definitely wasn't like the obvious all-star.
Yeah.
I wasn't the obvious all-star of the class or school.
You're an unsung hero.
I wasn't a bum. Yeah. I was unsung for sure. But I will say, we're playing handball. I'm feeling cool. I'm feeling tough. We all got our teams. I'm us. I get the ball. Boom. Throw it. I score. Let's fucking go. 7th grade me is hype. I turn around. Boom. Someone's in my face just like this. And I'm like, obviously, yeah, I'm being a little dramatic. I'm just looking like, oh, okay. Like, I'm like, let's go. I walk by. And then all of a sudden, bro, I'm talking about, starts, I guess, having an episode of a seizure sort of episode. And
you were there?
Yeah.
What?
I was. So you know the story, but didn't hear it from me. No, I was absolutely there.
No, I think I heard it from him. No, I didn't. I heard it from everybody, but still.
See, as okay, this was like a different. Everybody knows the certain type of seizures, the shaky ones, and I can say that. I'm allowed to say that.
You're a shaker. You're a fellow shaker.
But see, this was one of those like stare offs, and then he was just walking in a circle.
Yeah.
And we all they all made us put our back to, like, we were in jail. They were like, backs to the wall. We were like, okay, oh fuck. And we were just watching him like walk in a circle. And then we all left, and we're like looking through, the gym windows, the rectangles.
Yeah.
We're like looking through, like, oh fuck. And he's just, and then finally he like comes to it, and and I don't remember ever. I don't have a handball memory after that.
I don't remember that specifically ruining the sport of handball, but maybe it was just a coincidence in terms of time. But I definitely remember that story, and it's crazy that that was.
No, you weren't there for
I was
it.
not in that class. No,
That's why it didn't ruin handball for you.
it did.
It ruined handball for me.
I would love to play handball as an adult. Hopefully, I don't start season, but you never know.
Like if I see a clip of handball or think of handball, I think of that moment.
Really?
There's no going back. You can't tell me there's
now
not
when you
one
see
player.
a can of peas now, you just freak the fuck out.
Oh fuck! Honestly, the 2 days that have passed since then,
You just turn into Siakam.
When I feed my dog, when I feed my dog and I see those peas, I'm like, oh man, like, what I did to get these peas in this bowl, you little fucker.
I hate those.
Fuck you. Most people just give their dog a pile of shit and tell him, eat up. Looks good, right?
I agree with that. Just give your dog whatever food the internet tells him to give you.
Probably should start doing that. But
dogs did.
Okay. Let's talk about this. The last 10 NBA finals, Devin. You were talking about it, you brought it up. You mentioned game 7s, or the last game 7, which was 2016. Now, because of that, CBS decided to rank the top 10 or rank the last 10 from worst to best. Now, we were going to do the same until I realized that about 9 of them suck.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could cut down and say some of them were okay, but in reality, especially compared to the last great one, they absolutely sucked.
Well, I think we can do like sucks, decent, and top tier.
Okay, so when you look at the last 10 NBA finals, you have 2 times where Golden State beat Cleveland in a total combined record of 8-1.
8-1.
So 8-1. Golden State beat Cleveland. Denver beat Miami 4-1.
Yep.
Boston beat Dallas 4-1.
LA beat Miami 4-1.
LA beat Miami 4-2, I believe.
4-1. The bubble went to 6.
I can't believe you're making me look up Miami.
I didn't know the
versus
bubble went
LA
to 6.
2020. Well, that's the only reason why fucking Jimmy Butler was getting so much praise. You think was he? I don't think he was getting his dick sucked for just one game. Yeah, they won the series 4-2.
Okay.
They won that series 4-2 the same way that Golden State beat Boston. And you were hyping up 2019, but Toronto sucked. What the fuck are we talking about? Kevin Durant tearing his Achilles, Klay Thompson tearing his ACL. That was bogus as fuck.
It was, but I mean that was one that was. It was
trash.
Sort of still the people that you wanted there, but not 4-1, 4-0.
But it sucked. It's not. I can't. This Milwaukee versus Phoenix 4-2.
Horrible.
Wow, we're never gonna sit here and pretend like that was an interesting series.
Like a series isn't bad for being 4-2. Jordan never went to Game 7, but the matchups themselves, the way that the series were won, not great. Like if OKC won last game, it's still a good series. Not as good as it could have been, but it's still a good series, relatively speaking.
But even if you look at
Boston Golden State was a good series.
It was, but like
it was better than.
What's memorable from that series? What's the most memorable
Game
moment
6.
from that series? What?
Night.
Curry doing what he's done for a decade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
it's better than whatever the fuck happened last series.
But the most memorable thing from 2019 was Kevin Durant tearing his Achilles. The most memorable thing from 2017 was J.R. Smith missing or not shooting a layup in Game 1, which wouldn't have affected the series in any way whatsoever. No. It's just these series have sucked, and now you look at this Game 7 build-up compared to 2016
Yeah.
and the games that we had in 2016 and I,
well, I mean, if we look at Super Bowls, somewhat similar. We've had some shit dick Super Bowls.
But the Super Bowls didn't peak. The NBA Finals peaked.
The Super Bowl kind of peaked. 17? Falcons?
28-3 was the end all be all of all Super Bowls?
No. But I'm saying like that was great. Eagles, that was great. But you think 2020 sucked.
Okay, I mean, no, I think everybody and their mother loves seeing Brady get their 7th ring and see.
No, I know,
City
but it was a fucking terrible game.
Yeah, but a shitty
Super Bowl
basketball,
before
a
that
shitty,
was horrible.
yeah, but a shitty football game was still more interesting than a 4-2 series.
Of course.
So don't ever tell me the Super Bowl peaked when we still haven't seen Lamar Jackson in one.
I understand, but like in terms of Super Bowl performances, the last 8 haven't been great.
Sure, but they still blow the NBA out.
Of course, the product is a million times different.
That's what I'm saying. Like you bring
it's
up the
that
NFL,
really won't be that. I mean, the fucking last year's Super Bowl stunk, but it's a Super Bowl.
But like at this point, and let's just be real, at this point, bringing up the NFL when we're talking about the NBA is like it's just disrespectful. It's like bringing up the WNBA when we're talking about the NBA.
Agreed.
It's
miles
way different ballpark. Okay, I'll say this. I'll say something that I don't say a lot. I'll say something that I don't say much.
Actually, Chiefs Eagles was good. The first one.
Chiefs Eagles was great. Fucking
yeah,
it was good. 49ers Chiefs
good.
went down the damn wire as well. All right. I don't say this often, Devin, but I'm gonna say it. Deion Sanders is right.
Oh no. Yo, did you know Shador got pulled over 2 weeks before?
Yeah, I just saw that it was twice in a month he got cited
for going 91, and then got pulled over again going 101.
Yeah, and he's just getting all of the benefits of being Shador Sanders.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to tell me that man isn't privileged ever again, eat a fucking dick backwards. That man is absolutely privileged. Okay. But I will say this is something that Deion Sanders said that was right. Deion Sanders, I agree with him in the case that recruiting absolutely does not matter at all.
You texted me that. I'm not sure exactly what you meant by that.
If you want to fill a roster spot, if you need a running back too, if you are looking for a new running back, if you're looking for a brand new free safety to bring onto your team, you should absolutely go hit the portal and find somebody with experience before finding an 18-year-old who's only played high school football. I don't care what 4 or 5 star is committing to Florida because they can flip the next year when Texas offers them more money. I'd rather have somebody who's been
in the portal world, the new portal world.
I'm saying simple enough. We got high school kids who are only going to be looking for teams that are offering the best amount of money. If we have kids who have went through it and maybe didn't get what they want and still got their bread, I'm saying we're going to get to a point where it's not leaving for money. It's I already got my money and I'm just upset with this school and I'm going to go somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's you still say you have the experience and you just don't want to play for that team anymore. Okay, come be a Gator for a year or two. You already made $20 million at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Why don't you come make $10 million more here? Why I'm saying I can't even get excited. I can't see a new 4-star or a new 5-star that joined Florida because I don't know if they're going to be here next year.
Yeah, exactly.
They could be gone next year because Kansas State has this crazy NIL deal NIL package. So I can't be excited about anybody or anything or no.
Everyone's basically on loan. Like everyone's a 1 year.
And it's going to get to a point where recruiting at high school it's always going to be a thing, but it's going to become very obsolete. Like the
Oh, for sure.
top schools are not going to be sending anybody out to high school football games.
No. Well, yeah.
You would have to be
schools who want to win don't have to do that. Like you said, they can go hit the portal and just take guys from TCU or whatever, who got crazy deals just so they could get somebody over there. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can see just schools who need those or who think that they can create a team just with a bunch of 5-star high school recruits. So they'll give them whatever. I can see shitty teams going on and doing that.
And it's gonna be it's going to be at some point, and it could take 10 years, it could take 20 years, but there's gonna be a point where making it in Division 1 as a 18-year-old coming
As
out
a
of high
freshman?
school,
Yeah.
it's gonna be just as hard as making it into the NBA as an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Just making it into college football. Because of all the people that are just going to be going around in that portal every single year with experience, it's just there's going to be no reason to bring in some kid. There's going to be no reason. You'd have to be a
unless you
generation.
have
You'd have to be
generational. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well,
it's like, of course,
Ryan
LeBron
Williams balled out for Alabama. He was 17.
But I'm saying, of course, LeBron's going to get drafted out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're LeBron. But if you're not LeBron, have fun in college.
You're not LeBron.
But now it's going to be, if you're not LeBron, have fun playing D2 or have fun in JUCO.
Sure.
It's going to be that. It's going to be, if you're not LeBron, we're hitting the transfer portal first.
And shit, we might be pulling guys from JUCOs and from D2 schools who have experience.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, not D2, but D3, but
it's gonna be bad for just high school athletes, period. Especially football.
Good. They've had it too good for too long.
They have it. No. It's
actually been pretty horrible, and you had to go to college and
it was
get a scholarship.
Before all this NIL shit, it was like 0.2% of high school football players make it to the NFL.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like 0.0003 make it to the fucking NFL. But no, that's just all I have to say about recruiting. I can't be excited about it. I can't be happy for it to. I just can't be excited to see any 4 or 5 stars join the team or committing. I can't care because I don't know if they're going to be a Gator a year from now.
I guess the good thing about it is that you don't really have to take a chance on those 4 or 5 star recruits anymore. You can let other schools take a chance, and then you can go offer them more money after they've developed a little bit, and you can tell that they're actually going to be good. You don't know out of high school if they're going to be good or not. You didn't know that DJ Lagway was going to be good. You still don't really know.
No, we have no clue.
Exactly. So,
we got no clue.
Yeah, it could be a good thing. You don't have to take that chance. And maybe you could find a hidden gem. You can find a D3 player who fucking went crazy and is now the best lineman in the NCAA.
All right, I'm gonna give you the option before we go to Jeopardy. We got 2 segments left.
Yeah.
One we'll do now. One will be saved for next episode.
Okay.
We have Will This Player, and then we have a list that CBS came out with. Every NFL team's biggest do-over.
Will This Player. The do-over, I think we can. There's a lot involved in that.
There. I mean, it's a as Brian Diardo says it states it's a 20-minute read.
Nice.
But it's just a trip down memory lane. But no, we
now
can
this
hold
is
on.
This is biggest do-over ever.
Yeah, Seattle should have handed the ball off, or this and that shit like that. But okay, yeah, we'll do the trip down memory lane next.
There's probably going to be a ton of do-overs that no one really gives a fuck about.
Well, when I looked over, I wanted to read and make sure, and a lot of them are like, oh no, yeah, we some of them it's like, okay, yeah, we're not going to remember what happened in 1990, but a lot of this it's like we saw the impact firsthand. Sure. We saw the impact of some of these things, like the 2011
drafting
Ravens.
Jamarcus Russell or whatever.
maybe that I didn't see the Raiders, so maybe that is the Raiders.
Maybe it was firing John Gruden. Not
biggest do-over, not finding a rule book in that snowstorm to find where the definition of tuck rule is.
Also,
but all
a
right,
rule that's never been enforced since. You ever heard that rule?
Well,
maybe it has.
It actually is. It's actually so enforced that they make sure. Because it's the tuck rule. It's simply was his arm going forward. Because that it's included in that too. It's either they always say if it's here, or if it's what. Because how does it work? How does it work?
So it was hands together.
Okay.
Well, it was ball coming down. Was tuck rule, but if it was hands together, then it would have been possession and a fumble. But because it was hand coming down to the other hand, I don't remember.
But either way, they make sure to put a lot of emphasis on, well, was the quarterback going to throw, or was he doing They seems like they're a lot. They're on dicks about that now.
No, of course. Like, well, is it hand moving forward? Is the ball moving forward, or is it whatever?
All that shit.
I don't know. I haven't seen like the actual movement of the tuck rule fumble, though.
Yeah, well, that's what made it so rare. Because it's not that much of a
thing.
It's
not a rule that gets pulled up often. Yeah, I don't
know. But all right. I got some questions. Got some prompts. And we'll see how you feel about them. So first question. Will Cam Skatebos run for 1,000 yards this year?
Yes.
Just easy as that. Yes, he's going to run for 1,000 yards this year.
I don't know. I mean, I can see him being a big part of the Giants' offense. I mean, they're probably going to be throwing the ball a decent amount to Malik Neighbors, but kind of depends on who's throwing the ball. Russ and Jackson Dart may not be throwing the ball a shit ton just because they don't have other options at receiver. But if Skatebos RB1, I can see him running for 1,000. I mean, there's no better time than a rookie running for 1,000.
See, but the reason that I see a scenario where, okay, boom, on a good play, the Giants O-line holds up enough for Skatebos to say run for 3 yards. Then it's 2nd and 7.
We are next play. Giants O-line.
Then that next play, Russell Wilson either drops back and gets sacked or it's an incomplete pass. Now it's 3rd and 7. Now you have to pass. That O-line is garbage, and they're going to be put in a lot of situations where they're going to be playing from behind and not going to be able to just go, here, Cam, run.
Garbage.
Also, after seeing a video, and I know this has nothing to do with the game of football at all.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of players like this. But Cam Skatebos knows nothing about the NFL.
Really? What do you mean?
Like, they were asking him, like, I forgot all of the questions they asked him, but one of them in particular was like, what teams were in his division, and it like took him time. Like, it took him time to figure it out.
Oh.
And I believe it's like, I don't want to get it wrong, but I want to say there was somebody that he couldn't like recognize, or someone that he didn't know. And then just said something along the lines of like, "Oh, I'm only this old," or whatever. Yeah. And I knew this was right. I didn't want to say it until I was positive. He didn't recognize Calvin Johnson.
Oh.
Like, he did. He was like, I don't know who that is. It showed up. Like, do you know who this is? And he's like,
he was on the cover of Madden.
But it's like, I was just saying, like, just like the lack of ball knowledge. It's like
the lack of ball knowledge.
Bro, did you even?
That is concerning. It's kind of like I don't know. Gives me like Blake Bortles vibes, where he's like, I haven't watched a game of football in 8 years. I don't know. I just kind of show up when I throw the ball.
Yeah, it feels like he has that mindset. No, it is disrespectful.
Well, it's kind of like that. Like, oh, this is just a job to me. mindset. It's like you don't really love ball.
Like, yeah, it's like
you clock in and you clock out.
But it's almost like he has that thought where he thinks he's going to be able to just clock in and just give me the ball and I'm going to be able to run. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I don't need to know if I'm playing Dallas or Jacksonville twice a year.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Give me anybody.
The fucking one of the oldest divisions in football.
He was like, I grew up a Niners fan. I know who's in that division. But it's like you don't know who's in the NFC West. God, I love the text interruptions. I you know what I love about Do Not Disturb?
NFC.
I put Do Not Disturb on, and no matter what, I still get disturbed.
Well, if there's a certain amount of text where it'll ding you.
Nope, every single one.
Really?
Yep.
Did you put it on disturb? Did you click please disturb me?
No, I put it on Do Not Disturb every single time, Devin. I put it on Do Not Disturb, and then guess what? I get disturbed.
Yes.
So Cam Skatebos running for 1,000 yards, I don't think it's going to be as easy as it sounds.
No, and I'm going to kind of backtrack. I think he'll be RB1. I think he'll be RB1 by the end of the season. To begin the season and to finish the season, barring injury. I can see somewhere over 800, under 1,000.
Yeah, but it's just to think that he's like that, like, oh, Calvin Johnson, like, big deal. Okay, so I could see him like, all right.
Imagine
so this guy.
Imagine 5 years from now, someone like showing a picture of Skatebos. I don't fucking know. A fullback from the 80s. Who knows? I have no idea.
But I'm just saying, like, I could see a scenario where it's like, all right, you see this guy? Okay, this is Frankie Louvu. He's gonna be
crack.
He's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a problem. And he's like,
who
is that guy? Okay. Oh, he plays for Washington. Oh, okay. We'll see. I guess maybe I'll recognize him when I see him out there. It's like he has no.
Not knowing Calvin Johnson is like.
It's like he knows players from TikTok. He's like, oh yeah,
he's like, Juju.
Chase. I know Chase Claypool and Juju.
I know Aaron Hernandez. I think he's still good. I saw him.
Cam Newton. Cam Newton's top 5
he's got that great podcast, and just for whatever reason, like the NFL teams keep saying he can't play for him. And I don't know.
So yeah. Okay. Will Mike Evans break Jerry Rice's record?
He tied it, right?
11 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
I think barring injury, for sure.
I think
because he was injured last year for a little bit, no?
He was, yeah.
He played 13 games?
He missed 3 or 4 games.
He missed a few games. So, and he, granted, barely hit that 1,000 mark. The last play of the game.
Yeah, but you give him one more full game healthy instead, and he easily passes it.
Well, give him fucking another quarter, he would have easily passed it. But yeah, I mean,
fuck that. Everybody knew the ball was going to him, and he easily caught it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't give a fuck. Dude, bro, fucking give me a goddamn break. Mike Evans knowing all 11 players. All 11 players.
Yeah.
All 11 players sat there and went, well, we know this ball is going to Mike Evans. They just caught a timeout with 30 seconds left, and they're winning with the ball. We know this ball is going to Mike Evans. Brett Favre fell down.
He went
and said, come get me, Mike, and then celebrated with him.
And he was
celebrating with him.
He's like, good job, buddy. So TJ Watt holds
the fuck are we doing?
I will forever stand by that. TJ
Absolutely.
Watt has the most sacks in one season.
I will say, with all that being said, if Mike Evans is healthy for majority of the season,
I think if he plays, 15, 16 games, maybe even less.
Nice. If there's one thing that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are determined to do, besides make it to the Super Bowl and win one, they're gonna make sure Mike Evans gets. No. Every team says their goal is to make a Super Bowl.
But some of them have reasonable expectations. And for the Bucks, their first goal has to be winning their division with 9 or 10 wins.
And if they want to do that, Mike Evans needs to get 1,000 yards.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Mike
That
Evans,
man is getting 1,000 yards.
win the division, try to win a playoff game.
Break Jerry Rice's record.
Which is awesome.
Boom. Make the gold jacket now. Will Tua Tagovailoa start next season? So after this season.
For who?
Will he be a starter?
Period.
Will he be a starter Will he be a starter in the NFL? Period.
The Ottawa foot boopers.
NFL.
If the Dolphins want to keep him, yes. I don't see him starting on another team. Now,
because
granted, he could have a borderline MVP year next year, or just a year better than what he's had in the past, and he could be a long-term starter for any team. But if he has a similar season to last year, probably not starting for anyone else other than the delusional Dolphins.
Well, when you look at this, you look at the extension he signed. He's on 2025, and then he has another year after that, and then he has a potential out in 2027. But then if he decides to stay, he's there until 2030. Or actually, it looks like they're voiding.
He might play next year. He's not playing the year after that. They're not. He's not staying until 2030.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. It says void, though, so maybe I believe it's just a contract to 2028. So he's signed until 2028, has a potential out after the 2026 season, and he's on the 2025 season. Looking at that,
take that.
Looking at that, maybe after the 2026 season,
yeah,
that potential out is going to come in super handy for the Miami Dolphins, and
for
they
sure.
just let Burrow walk with a whole bunch of money.
Because you can't trade the
lose. No.
No one's taking.
Who wants Tua on their team?
Nobody.
There's nobody. I think
anyone who would trade for Tua would just trade him for a few peanuts and tell him to retire.
Genuinely, right now, I don't know I don't know what would happen right now if Tua and Bryce Young were both made free agents.
Tua is getting signed. There's no way. Bryce fucking sucks to high hell.
Okay.
At least Tua has shown a glimpse.
Okay. So Tua,
he's older,
sat here and
his brain is mush.
Okay, bro. Okay, yeah, you haven't said one good thing about Tua. You've said
I don't really have anything good to say, but I definitely don't have anything good to say about Bryce Young other than youth.
Yeah, so right now, if you had two people become free agents and one of them was somebody that gets knocked out if the wind blows too hard, they can't do anything even if they had the two fastest wide receivers on the same roster. They can't do anything if they have this genius of an offensive mastermind and Mike McDaniels. He can't get it done regardless. And you got one guy who's had 2 bad years with one of the worst franchises in NFL history.
That's fair.
Bryce Young's getting signed first.
You're right. I agree.
If Bryce Young and Tua were made free agents right now, Colts are signing Bryce Young first.
No, they're not. The Colts are signing Tua because they need someone whose brain doesn't work and they can't play football.
If Bryce and Tua were made free agents,
the Colts
there would be more franchises
far into Timbuktu. They've got Jim Irsay's daughters running the team now. They're picking up Tua.
No, they're not picking up Tua because there would be more franchises who would be more willing to build their franchise around Bryce Young right now than Tua.
Well, then, for whatever reason, obviously Daniel Jones sucks, but AR might never play football again.
Correct.
They still have full belief in that fucker.
Okay.
They're not the smartest when it comes to...
Carolina has full belief in Bryce Young.
And the Dolphins have full belief in Tua. Tua's like a fat girlfriend. I know.
I was going to say, I don't know.
It's like, she could get skinny,
I don't
Like,
know
he
if
could be
Tua. I
better,
don't.
maybe, but it's gonna take a lot of pills.
No, Tua's a fat. Yeah, he's a girlfriend that got fat. Like a girlfriend who like had like a really good summer.
A nice
Like she
summer.
looked really good in the
Yeah.
summer sun, and then
That
oh
winter
boy,
did her in.
fucking hell. But no, Tua. I'm stamping it, bro. Put him under everybody. He fucking sucks. If you want to say a team's gonna reach
Everybody?
out to Bryce Young, pretty much.
Shadur?
Okay.
The internet must have new nicknames for Shadur
No.
now. No?
Shador. No, there is no good name. Like I'm trying to think. Like.
Someone will come up with one.
There's nothing.
Slippery Shador?
I can't. There's no play on like that and like fast terms.
You think
like
Dion was hanging out with Diddy?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think Dion definitely had some moments with Diddy and or at Diddy's Diddy parties. But
Nice.
probably the regular Diddy parties. Dion seems like someone that's like, all right, now I ain't gonna sit here and.
No, they all fucking seem like that, and they're like, oh, I left on a reasonable time from this coke-induced sex party. I didn't get involved in anything. I left at noon.
No. Whoa.
Sure you
I didn't
did.
say there wasn't coke. I didn't say there wasn't coke at normal Diddy parties. I'm just saying.
No, I know, but I mean, how normal is a normal Diddy party?
Normal enough to not tie you into the trial he's in.
No, for whatever reason, there's a lot of people who probably should be named who aren't being named. Everybody.
No, okay, I don't think you understand. Like the people who were at those Diddy parties, we don't know. Like they were people up here, like that have power and like money.
But no one stayed.
Drewski wasn't at the fucking freak offs. Drewski wasn't
The weigh-ins,
advantage of anybody
Marlon or Damon or whatever weigh-ins was like, yeah, fucking, I leave early.
They say that, okay, but they say that about Hollywood, period.
Well, yeah, because they're all doing the same shit.
Okay, but we gotta stop. Like you sound
No,
like a conspiracy
I'm putting them all in
theorist
the same bucket, dude. They're
when
all
you
doing
say everybody's weird. Okay, like so if we blow up and we got 2 million subs and
and if someone sees me at a white party with whatever that fucking freak boy's name is, I'm not going to that fucking freak ass shit.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though.
That's just white Diddy. That's all it is.
You're gonna do things. You're gonna do things and take advantage of being a
I'm not hanging out with those fuckers.
I didn't say you were going to do that, but you're going to easily become famous enough for someone to call you an industry plant or say that you're sucking dick for money. I mean, it's just sit here and say anybody that has any type of success is getting fucked by Diddy. It's like, no, because we're not all Justin Bieber. We're not all.
I know, but apparently Justin Bieber wasn't involved in it either, and nothing happened.
He was the biscuit in the soggy biscuit party. He was the biscuit. What are we talking about right now?
That's what I'm saying.
But like, no, he absolutely was.
This being brought up?
It is getting brought up. What do you don't go on the internet enough. It's absolutely getting brought up.
But that's a part of Diddy's charges is fucking a child, or no?
No, well, no. Unless Justin Bieber wants to come into the court and say this is what he did, it's not going to be a thing. The same reason until. Yes, because the same way the Carmelone's son's family is going hush hush. He's got NBA money. Shut the fuck up. What are we talking about here? But not every NBA player is knocking up a 13-year-old.
Nope. Just what was his nickname? What's Carmelone's nickname?
Molester?
I don't know.
The mailman.
The mailman.
Was he the mailman? Which makes sense because when you have an estranged father, you say, that's the mailman's kid.
So that NFL player is the mailman's son?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he acknowledges him now.
I doubt it.
No, I think he does. I think he acknowledges him now.
I think he acknowledges that he existed, but I don't think he's like, hey, son.
No. There was a time where it was a public thing where he was like, yo, that's my dad. And he was like,
Well, yeah,
but I'm pretty sure like
because it was like his mother was 12 when he had him. So like you can't just openly be like, yeah, it's my son.
No, but I mean, like, this was like 4 or 5 years ago when he was still denying
Yeah, and then he
that
popped
he
off
did
at the
this
All
shit.
Star game, and he was like, "What's up, everybody?
But it's like, nah, we know what's
I'm the
going on.
mailman."
We know what's going on, Carl. Okay. Will Aaron Rodgers be top 10 in passing yards next year?
Yes.
See, it's a big old resounding whopping yes, because he was top 10 last year.
Yeah, and he had a horrible year.
And he had a terrible season. He was awful. It's like, think about it like this. Brock Purdy got that contract that he got. Everybody knows that it was big. I'm not going to sit here and look up the numbers. We know he just got paid. We know he just got paid handsomely.
45.
And he had less yards than Aaron Rodgers, who was 40 and had a terrible,
and his
career-ending,
his poop diarrhea boy.
Yeah.
And Brock Purdy's still top 10.
Some drug addict.
Brock Purdy's top 10.
Brock Purdy had less yards than a 40-year-old drug addict.
Yeah.
And
I think
that's
what the NFL is.
That's just it is funny to see, like, people are like, well, there's absolutely no chance Aaron Rodgers could be good this year. It's like, no, he was on the Jets.
Yeah,
nobody's good on the Jets.
Yeah.
Granted,
it was his fault for going to the Jets and thinking that he could turn around the most fucked organization in football, but a team that hasn't won a playoff game since the 60s? Or
have they not won a playoff game since their
game.
No,
Mark
they
Sanchez
won.
a
Mark
game.
Sanchez and LT, they made it to they made it to the championship versus New England.
That was a butt fumble. No,
it was
that was
either no, that was a regular season.
That was Thanksgiving.
It was either divisional or championship round. They made it. They won.
I don't think they've made an AFC championship. No, they did make an AFC championship.
I think that was an AFC championship.
Mark Sanchez made an AFC championship.
I think it was the Mark and LT team.
Yeah.
I think they did make it. And finally, will Trey Hendrickson play this year?
The way things are looking in Bengals world, probably not. Fucking bro, I don't know his name. Guy who just got drafted might have to get redrafted. Which I don't know what that means. Shamar.
So
I don't know his name.
Imagine running into this problem. You have one of the worst defenses in the NFL.
Yep.
And going into the next season, you're one of your players who led the NFL in sacks, mind you, Trey Hendrickson, led the NFL in sacks. You don't want to pay him, and then you draft a pass rusher in the first round who you also do not want to pay.
Yep.
Now you're sitting here going, well, do I pay the guy who led the NFL in sacks last year? And or do I pay the guy who's supposed to be a future piece of this, defense that's hopefully going to be turning around soon?
Yeah.
And then imagine not having enough money to pay either.
Well, they have the money to pay both. They don't want to.
You know,
you can give a guy a rookie deal and be okay. You can give Trey money and be okay, but you did give two receivers, 35 and 20 million, or 35 and 30, and then your quarterback makes 55. So it's a lot of money to three guys, and then to go, we need a better defense, but for free.
So we're gonna see a whole bunch of clips and a whole bunch of highlights of T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and the combo and the duo of and the electric plays and all everything we see from them. We're gonna see a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then when you ask why their defense is 32nd and everything, and they have no run game, watch the same clips.
Yeah, exactly.
Just watch the same clips, because that's where all the money is, in those clips.
Yeah.
That's where all the money is.
Yeah.
It's just
when you
crazy.
Think about the top teams, there's not even close to another team in the league who's paying two receivers $60 million. It's not even close.
Fuck no. And It's also crazy that like things that they did in this offseason are already biting them in the ass, and the offseason hasn't even ended yet.
Yeah.
Like them paying Jamar and T that much damn money. It's all like now we're looking at
Like them. First of all, them not trading T Higgins has to be one of the dumber decisions. They could have gotten so much for T. They would have saved $30 million, and they could have gotten defensive players. They could have gotten another running back, a receiver, a cheaper receiver. They could have done so much with that, and then instead they're valuing T Higgins over everything.
Over everything.
And guess what? Their offense isn't going to get any better. At best, it'll be as good as it was last year, which made them miss the playoffs.
So I guess to answer the question, will Trey Hendrickson play this year? No.
I think he'll play. I just don't know when he'll start playing.
I'll say I'll give a no. All right, Devin. You know what time it is. It's time. It's time to get your fucking ass kicked. It's time to get slaughtered. It's time to get slapped. It's time. It's time. Things are about to go down, Devin. We got
Coolest
NFL
moments.
Jeopardy. We got prompts. We got jersey numbers. We got Super Bowls. We got stadiums. We have coolest moments. And then we have random stats. I will let you go first, Devin. Where would you like to start?
Super Bowls for 2.
Super Bowls for 200. What year was the first Super Bowl?
1967.
1967. There you go. All right. Seems pretty easy on this side. So let's go. Let's one up it. Let's go 300. What team lost 4 Super Bowls in a row?
This one's going to be easy.
The good old Buffalo Bills.
This Jeopardy's going to be
Bills.
Cake. Bills, period.
With a period.
With a period.
With a period, Devin. With a period.
Period.
What do you got?
Coolest moments for 2. I just love
coolest moments for 2. Who dropped the ball on a kick return, then brought it back?
What the fuck does that mean? What 8-year-old wrote this? Who?
I believe it was a punt return.
Oh,
I know.
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. I don't know. No one's ever getting that. Kevontae Turpin. Good for you. I guess he did that. I don't know. I wouldn't put that in the top 5 coolest moments of all time.
Okay, so like we both thought Deshaun Jackson. So I'm gonna give you that.
All right. No one knows the Kevontae Turpin moment.
I was definitely thinking like Christmas game, Giants versus Eagles.
Yep.
Fucking Tom Coughlin chewing his gum,
yep.
And then Deshaun Jackson dropping the fumble and returning it. So maybe this is coolest moments from last season. Maybe that's what it is. The coolest moments from last year. So it's not the top 5 coolest moments of all time.
No.
Like I'm scared, but like I feel like it almost might be easy because of that
category. Because that one's subjective. The rest aren't.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Let's go 200 jersey numbers. All right.
So
I'm gonna assume this is before bro left. Good old Russell Wilson. Yeah. Yep. It
so
is.
So it's jersey number and team. Yeah.
Jersey number and team.
Stadiums for 2.
Stadiums for 2. What NFL team plays in Highmark Stadium?
Yeesh. Highmark.
I'm not gonna hold you.
You don't know.
I have no clue.
I feel like I should know. Highmark.
Oh my god. Nowadays they have like cool names. This one's just.
What's up, Mark?
The Highmark Stadium. Hey, Mark.
Hey,
Shut the fuck
bud.
up. What a stupid dad joke that was.
No, it's horrible.
Now it's just hi Mark. What up, Mark?
What's up, Mark?
Yeah, what team plays there? It sounds old. I'm not trying to like throw you off or anything.
No,
it sounds
old. It sounds like north-ish, maybe Midwest in the north,
like
but not really.
Shit.
Oh, is it the Bills? Is that the name of their? Is that what they call their stadium now?
I don't
Just
know.
put it through. Fuck it. I don't care. I was thinking Bills.
The Bills.
Let's go.
The Bills. That's where all those douchebags go to watch. Cool. Go jersey numbers 300.
Jesus Christ, dude. Taylor
This
Swift.
is Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Number 87 on the Chiefs, Devan.
Super Bowl.
Did he spell Chiefs right? Good job.
He did. Cool. Yeah. Super Bowl's 4.
Super Bowl's 400. Name 4 teams that have won a Super Bowl.
Bills, Lions, Browns, Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't like how easy those are. So let's go jersey numbers for 400. Oh, this is Mr. Lane Johnson.
No. Oh.
Yeah. Lane Johnson.
Yeah, I got autism.
The ball.
The hell number was Kelsey?
Fuck if I know.
61? No?
Sure.
The fuck number was he?
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? I agree. Stadiums 3. I know I'm just gonna fuck myself here, but
how many NFL stadiums are there?
Oh, great question.
This is an easy fucking question.
Well, how many teams play in the same stadium?
You tell me.
Giants, Jets, Rams, Chargers. Can't be any others. 30.
Yeah. 30 of them things. If this 500 number jumps to something insane,
fucking 92
I'm gonna
on
be
the
pissed.
Fucking Panthers.
But we also haven't touched the random stats, and I kind of want to open that.
No, yeah, for sure.
I kind of want to open that can of worms. So I'm going to go in the middle because it seems like 200. If this was a harder one, I'd go 200. But these seem pretty easy. Which player intercepted the most passes this season? All right, now I kind of feel bad because doing a little research for something else, I know who did. It was Kirby.
Bro.
It was Kirby.
Oh,
Kirby Joseph. In Detroit. Yeah, it was
Kirby Joseph.
No, it was Kirby Joseph in Detroit. I was looking at stats for the will this player shit, and then
I'm glad you got that one instead of me.
Kirby Joseph.
Random stats for 2. Let's see what
random stats for 200. Which quarterback ran for the most yards this season?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Oh, freaky.
Man. Fuck. All right, there's 300 left. I'm gonna go with that.
Oh.
Fuck. Do you even know?
I think I forgot bro's name.
Okay, can I ask a different question?
No. Hold on. It's a short name.
All right, so okay. We would have known. I would know if it was Terry. I feel like I do remember if like Terry. Zach. Is it Zach? What's McCaffrey's name on yours? What McCaffrey do you have?
Luke.
I said Zach. I just thought of any white name.
It was a tight end.
No. It was a tight end?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know any tight end but Zach Ertz. So you telling me there's no chance it was De'Ami Brown?
Not De'Ami at all.
I don't know your other tight end.
I think I know his name. I think I remember his name. But I don't know.
Fuck. Who caught the Hail Mary from Jaden Daniels? I don't know. De'Ami Brown, because I don't know.
Noah Brown.
Cool. Yeah. Fuck me.
I did have that. I did know that.
Fuck Noah Brown.
I know. I agree.
You go. Just go. I'm pissed.
Stadium's
fucking
for
Noah Brown. Stadium's 400. What NFL? We've answered this question 8 times playing damn Jeopardy. I'm so tired of it.
Team
Which one's the
or
smallest?
stadium name?
Which one's the smallest?
Oh, Soldier Field.
I fucking know. Yeah, it's the fucking Bears. Them goddamn fuckers.
We have answered that a million times.
All right, fuck it. See, okay. The same way I gave you Deshaun Jackson, you're giving me Odell.
I'm giving you
what the fuck does this mean?
And it's gonna be Odell.
Like, I mean, unless they're
the incredible one-handed catch.
Okay, but if it's specifically this year, the only one I can think of is nobody. There's no one. There's nobody.
Because it was Diggs and Jettis the year before that, but
it's fucking Odell. So if it's anybody else, I'm pissed.
It blows my mind as to. All right, we're giving you that. I don't care.
Yep, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, it was a. Fuck that. All right, it's definitely this year, but fuck whatever that is.
Yeah, no, we're making our own rules.
Who did the incredible one-handed catch? The incredible one-handed catch is the greatest catch of all time. So,
we're making up our own rules for that.
We are. Super Bowl's 5.
True or false? There has been a shutout in the Super Bowl. Dude, a 50-50 ball for 500 is so fucking
a 50-50 for 5 is crazy.
Wow.
Trying to think if there's been one in our lifetime. The Giants scored in 2000.
I can't tell you the score of the first.
Huh?
I can't tell you the score of the first 30. I can't tell you the score of the first 30.
No. I feel like we would have heard about it, so no. False? Yeah.
False. Yeah, that was kind of that's what I thought. I was like, we would hear about
it a million times. Oh, no one's ever been held to no points on the Super Bowl.
All right. Fuck it. I have to go 500. I'm scared of the stats. I'm gonna go coolest moments and hope that it's just some legendary shit that happened this year. You know, like who made the longest field goal?
I don't know that.
That it's like, and it's somebody this year, but it's like we know who made the longest field goal, and Justin Tucker will be my answer, and I'll get 500 points. So let's see.
Oh, it's so fucking easy, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
First of all,
crazy.
First of all, what rookie did the big? First of all, what rookie did the big hit against Derrick Henry? What type of fucking question is that?
Honestly, an 8-year-old did this. That's all right. Honestly, it's good English for an 8-year-old.
So once again, there's the only answer is Cooper DeJean, right?
Cooper DeJean is not a
Because it's
safe.
talking about this year, right?
It is this year.
And
It won't
Cooper
be
DeJean's
anybody
the one
else.
that
I mean,
picked
I can guarantee you that there's other people who've hit Derrick Henry this year, but Cooper did pick him up and pile drive him.
It's Cooper DeJean. It's Cooper DeJean. Okay, I like it. I like it.
Not a safe.
What do we got?
Super Bowl's won.
Super Bowls for one.
Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, we're just gonna Fuck me, dude. Stadium stats or numbers. 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 Give me numbers. 54 in the Buccaneers. That's Devan White is his name. Right? Or no. Fuck. Ooh, wait. No. Devin White's 45. Levante David's 54. Or is it the other way around? Oh, no.
You banged yourself, buddy.
Oh, no.
You banged yourself.
No,
you did that to yourself. I didn't do a
no.
thing there. You banged it.
No.
I think you'll end up getting
Do
it
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yes.
No.
You did bang yourself. Bad.
No. No. Fuck.
Cooper DeJean is not
Shut
a
up.
safe.
Shut the fuck. You shut your fucking mouth. Devin White he bounced. He left Tampa Bay and then came back. He left and came back. Fuck. Dude, I'm pissed. Because I don't know.
I know.
I'm pissed because I don't know.
But you do know.
Okay.
You just don't,
No, because it's Levante David or Devin White, but I think Devin White wears 45. I think he wears 45. Unless Levante David wears 45. Fuck me, dude. I'm so mad. I'm so pissed. I'm so hurt. I'm so upset. I think Devin White wears 45. I really do. I think Levante David. Fuck you. I don't know. Devin White.
Well, you said awesome. Devin White?
Yeah.
You had it.
Yeah.
You had it. You banged yourself. Devin White. Where's 45? Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
No, Devin White wears 50 or Devin White wears 45. Yeah.
Awesome. Devin White, yes, wears 45. Yeah. Or wore, at least.
So I literally sat here and said these two players wear these two numbers. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, great. Fuck it. All right. Stadiums for 5. Damn, I should have known that was coming. I have no clue, but we'll assume newer the better. So SoFi. What an idiot.
I'm so fucking mad.
You should be.
I'm so fucking mad. I can't believe. I cannot believe. I
you literally last second fucked yourself. Now, granted, you banged yourself hard early, but
why don't you go bang a fucking mom? Which team has picked off the most passes?
I'm assuming this year.
Denver? It was either Denver or you're banging really loud.
Sorry,
it was either
mom over.
Huh?
Who?
What did you say?
No.
You said your mom's over?
No, I said someone's mom. Not mine, you nutbag.
Which team has picked off the most passes? Man, I don't fucking know. Denver. Cool.
Damn.
Cool.
Damn.
What do you want?
Damn. Stadiums for one. Green Bay Packers.
Trey Hendrickson.
Damn.
Hope they fucking do.
Damn. Jersey numbers 1. 15 on the Chiefs. Saquon. Coolest moments. Who did the backwards hurdle? That's fine. They're ones. It's okay.
We're done.
We're done.
No more Jeopardy after this.
You're done.
No more
buddy.
Jeopardy. I'm not gonna lie. I fought tooth and nail to find a good Jeopardy for today. Who did the backwards hurdle?
Which square did you click on where you were like, it's probably good?
Oh wow. Okay, who did the backwards hurdle? Aaron Hernandez, Robin Williams, Kurt Cobain. Oh no, those are all people I wish I was right now. Sorry, never mind. Who did the backwards hurdle? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the only fucking person that's done a backwards fucking hurdle. Maybe that's the person who did it. Fuck this game. Who threw the most interceptions?
Name one.
So it's a tie. Fucking great. Who threw the most? Fucking Levante David. I hope the Bucks go 3-14 next year. Fuck Tampa Bay. Fuck Baker Mayfield. Fuck Mike Evans' record. I promise you right now, this Jeopardy just ruined my entire fandom for anything I had left for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I hope those motherfuckers don't win a single game. I hope those motherfuckers get blown the fuck out every game next year. Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins. You know what? That's right, because Baker Mayfield is one of the worst quarterbacks of all time. He's one of the biggest busts of all time, and he's still getting carried by a roster full of talent that carried Tom Brady's old ass to a fucking Super Bowl. So you know what? Fuck Baker Mayfield.
Damn, I'm glad the fucking truth has finally come out. That's nice.
And you know, because I just want to show what the score would look like if I didn't say anything. If I didn't say anything and just answer with my gut.
Now, your gut immediately was Devin White, and then you realized that was stupid, and you were like, okay, Devin White obviously doesn't wear 54. It's Levante David. And then you banged yourself.
Because Devin White bounced around. It's the known 54 on Tampa Bay. It wouldn't be the person
well,
that
Devin White's always been 45
through the season and then came back.
Yeah, I mean, no, Devin White was 45 for a while.
Suck a dick. I hate
Suck
the
a
fact
wiener,
that I sat there and balanced on fucking fuck the Bucks. Fuck them and fuck Baker Mayfield.
Fine.
God damn it. I can't wait to watch the fucking I don't know. I feel like Cam Skatebos right now. I can't even think of a goddamn team. I can't wait till the fucking Falcons, Michael Penix, Kenyon Drake, and Bijan Robinson win that fucking division. And they win a goddamn division with 9 wins and a tight end named Kyle Pitts. Fuck Tampa.
Drake London or Kenyon Drake?
Drake London.
Receiver.
Who did I say?
Kenyon Drake.
Dude, you know what? Kenyon Drake can come over there and still be
the Miami Miracle.
Bucks. God damn it. Fuck them. Huh?
It's all good.
No, it's fine. I fuck Levante David. Who did the backwards hurdle? Who did the big hit on Derrick Henry?
Who did it? Who made the incredible one-handed catch?
Who did the big pick? What's the oldest stadium? It's not like we've answered that question 14 times.
Who did the big hit?
Who did the big hit? Who did the one-handed catch? Who dropped the kick return and then returned it?
That one was fucked. Cavante Turpin. Thanks. I don't even know where he is right now. No fucking team he plays for.
Dallas, right?
I don't fucking care. Yeah, I guess.
I think Dallas.
I don't remember that play. I don't think I ever watched that.
I think he is. I don't know. I could be wrong. No. But you know what? Besides that, it was a good pod. Fucking hell. Besides that treacherous ass game of Jeopardy, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna bring Jeopardy back unless I find a good one.
Agreed.
If I don't find a good one, you're guessing some athletes. Straight up. Just because I don't know. I don't know. And no, I'm not being a sore loser. I could have got blown out, but some I don't know, a full category of who did this, who did the big catch, who did the big
coolest moments.
I mean, I want a Jeopardy that is good. I'm tired of saying,
we've had fairly good Jeopardies.
We've had great ones, like and ones that'll make you think, like career paths or things like that. But I mean, who won the first Super Bowl? Who played at Lambeau Field? Who's 26 on the Eagles? What are we doing? This is obviously an Eagles 54 fan,
on the Bucs? Then you had,
because then you had Lane Johnson, and
Lane Johnson was harder than Levante.
And then you had Cooper DeJean, and then you had Shut
Big
the
Eagles
fuck
fan.
up about goddamn Levante David and Devin White.
I'm gonna haunt you forever. I'm gonna ask you that question every day. I'm gonna ask you, who's 54 on the Bucs? Who's 45 on the Bucs?
You know what's funny? I spared putting the clip of you not knowing who won the Rookie of the Year between Andrew Luck and RG3. I spared putting that clip of you not knowing that in the intro for the podcast.
Why?
So if we want to haunt, we can haunt.
No, it's fine.
Because it made you look like a fucking idiot. It made you look like a complete dick.
I was a child.
It made you look like you never even watched RG3 snap a football.
No, I did. Every time I watched it, I fucking cried. Not tears of joy.
Yeah, no, I want a Jeopardy that's like not half of them are who's 87 on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, that being third for me, that me getting 300 points for knowing who number 87 on the Chiefs. What are we doing?
I agree.
Us having harder answers for coolest moments than what they had. They had like what happened last year. We're talking about like all-time moments.
Yeah.
That we were answering with like all-time moment things. And then
coolest
it ends with who had the big hit on Derrick Henry.
Which rookie did the big hit on Derrick?
Was it rookie? Don't know. It didn't say
rookie. Rookie. No, it said rookie.
No way. It said, oh my God.
So
if it said
really
rookie, then... Okay. All right. Yeah. Fuck this game. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm going to find a good one, hopefully. Hopefully we find a good one. And I don't know, can one of y'all, this is going to be made into a damn TikTok. Can one of y'all make a good NFL Jeopardy and link it? I mean, goddamn, find one that's good. Shit. We need something, Devin. But with all that being said, we talked Game 7 coming up. We talked golf. We talked the last 10 NBA finals. We talked why recruiting in high school doesn't matter anymore. Cam Skatebos, Mike Evans, Tua, A-Rod, Trey Hendrickson, NFL Jeopardy, and boy, do I have to pee. Is there anything you got to say before we get out of here?
No.
Great. Fantastic. Well, hopefully you all enjoyed this episode of On It. We will be back on Tuesday to discuss, I guess, the outcome of the NBA Finals, rolling out the NBA offseason, getting closer and closer to the NFL season, taking a look at every NFL team's biggest do-over of all time. But yeah, brand new episodes every Saturday and Tuesday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.